So this is debate number two, round two. Um, the topic is international language. The lingua franca for doing business should continue to be English, pro or con. In this debate, I felt like both debaters had done a really good job of doing research and really being prepared. Similar to the first round, you could tell that they obviously spent a lot of time doing their research and understanding the topics. Um, in this argument, Bianca was a pro, and I thought she was very prepared and composed. She prepared the information well and did the research accordingly. The one thing that I would have said is that I would have liked to see an actual like fact about some kind of support as to why it would be beneficial for the rest of the world to adapt to the English language, since only 10% of English speakers knew a second language, but the large majority, 50% or something like that, was knew another language in Europe. Just wanted to see a little bit more support, in terms of why everybody else should adapt to the United States, and the United States shouldn't, look into ways of adopting to other countries and their behaviors and languages. How knowledgeable? Definitely, the knowledge was definitely there. Bianca did tons of research, and it showed in how comfortable she was in the arguments. Um, the amount of time that the debater used and how they used their time. Um, same thing similar to the first round. I thought that the speed of the presentation could have been sped up a little bit. I know that she was trying to articulate and make it easy to follow. It's just a little bit harder to follow when the pace is broken up the way it is. Um, Bianca was great in articulating her points. She explained everything explicitly, and made it easy for me to understand. And definitely this was a strength. Her research was a strength, and it made it easier for us to understand and her to articulate her points. Um, she definitely used a lot of knowledge, like I said before, and really credible sites such as BBC and Harvard Business Review. Um, Bianca did expose me to a different perspective about the debate topic, and she was able to validate the other perspectives with facts. I just would have liked to see a little bit more information as to why it would be beneficial for once again why it'd be beneficial for us to adapt to everybody else to adapt to us, when two other significant languages like Chinese and Spanish are so significant in the business world too. Um, now the con argument for Hillary, you know, Hillary's strength really in the last debate, the last two debates, has really been her composure and her conversational tone throughout the debate made it easy to follow. She did a lot of research, and making sure that all of her opinions were supported, and you can definitely tell the the amount of time that she put into it. Um, she definitely presented tons of information in the 5 minute period, and I felt that it was extremely informative, especially for such a short period of time of 5 minutes. Um, Once again, she was really articulate, used high level concepts and factual evidence that made it easy for us to to believe what she was saying and to understand what she was saying. Um, One part that did confuse me about the supporting evidence was I wasn't sure really how the studies related to English being the international language of business due to the fact that any second language, whether or not it's English, can be beneficial. I really felt that that it didn't really do justice to that point. In the sense that being in any business, having multiple languages, understanding multiple languages, and knowing multiple languages can be beneficial. So, um, I didn't feel like I got a whole nother perspective. Um, but I do feel like the arguments that Hillary did make, she argued them well, and she had good supporting evidence to back it up. So great job from both of you.